Here's a song that I'm sure that you've heard somebody in your family play. Your mom, your dad, your tío or your tía. And if they played it and they feel it, it's because they've been hurt. This is a song called Odiame by Julio Jaramillo. There are many arrangements, but this is one of my favorite. It has requintos, which is a small guitar, instead of a piano like this other version has. But here's what it says. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful work there. It says Odiame. So Odiame translates to hate me. This is the story of a man that wants a woman to hate him. And you're probably thinking, why would a man want that? But here's the thing. See, they've broken up. This couple has broken up. And this man is telling the woman, I want you to hate me. He says, Odiame por piedad, yo te lo pido. He's begging her to hate me. He says, hate me, please. I beg you, hate me. Not just hate me. I want you to hate me without measure and with no clemency. Without measure. So let your hatred for me be endless forever. I want your hatred to be huge. And he says, I want your hatred more than I want your indifference. What is indifference? When you're indifferent to someone or something, you're like, whatever, I don't even care about that person, right? Whatever, it doesn't faze me, right? He wants hatred over indifference. Porque el rencor hiere menos que el olvido. El rencor, which means resentment, your resentment will hurt less than you have just completely forgotten about me. So this is a man that's saying, I don't want your indifference. Indifference means you don't care about me. At least with hatred, it'll be less painful. Let's continue. So it repeats it again. Odiame por piedad, yo te lo pido. I'm asking you for hatred here. Hate me without measure and without clemency. I want hatred more than your indifference because resentment hurts a lot less than to be forgotten. Beautiful. It's amazing. He says, Si tú me odias, quedaré yo convencido. If you hate me, then I will be convinced. Convinced about what? Julio Jaramillo? He says, De que me amaste mujer con insistencia. That you loved me, woman, with insistencia. Is like you insisted in loving me. Meaning that you actually were active in loving me. Not just loved me for the sake of loving me, but you actively loved me. And then it says, pero ten presente de acuerdo a la experiencia. I take this to mean this, and many people might take this differently, but it says, ten presente de acuerdo. Like, let's be in agreement with one thing here that experience has taught us. It says, que tan solo se odia lo querido. That means you can only hate that which you have loved. Isn't that beautiful? You can only hate that which you have loved. If you didn't love something, you wouldn't hate it. You'd be like, whatever. Because you never cared about it. You never cared about it at all. And so he's saying that experience tells us that you can only hate that which you have loved. And then it repeats it. Ten presente de acuerdo a la experiencia. Keep in mind that experience has taught us that you can only hate that which you loved. And it goes into this beautiful requinto here. If you listen closely, you'll hear this. One guitar over here, another guitar on this side, now the harmonies on this side. Beautiful work, man. This is excellent work. Check this out. It says, ¿Qué vale más? Yo humilde y tú orgullosa. So what is worth more? That I am humble and that you are proud? Your pride? Or is your tu débil hermosura means your beauty, your delicate beauty, is that worth more? So he's saying, what's worth more here? Your delicate beauty or the fact that I'm humble, meaning I have humble beginnings, and that you are proud. And then it says, piensa que en el fondo de la fosa, which means think about this, that when we're buried 6 feet underground, we all have the exact same vestidura, means the same appearance. He's saying, hey, I know that you're beautiful and you're also proud of that, but think about this. that when we're all 6 feet underground, we all look the same. So beauty is nothing after death. And it repeats that. What's worth more? That I'm humble, or that you're proud, or is it worth more that is your delicate beauty far more valuable than that? But just think that in the 6 feet under, we'll have the same appearance. And then it repeats, if you hate me, I will be convinced that you actually loved me with intention, that you insisted. But remember that experience has taught us that you can only hate that which you have loved. But keep in mind that experience has taught us that you can only hate that which you loved. Julio Jaramillo was a great storyteller, and I'm not sure if this song belongs to him. We'll find out, but it's such a beautiful little song. In fact, let's find out now. Song credits. It says performed by Julio Jaramillo, written unknown, produced unknown. Source is Dismex. So I guess that answers that. I believe that it was his song. It had to have been his song. He's the one that made it popular. But maybe now you understand that family member that sings it and that feels hurt by it. It means that they've had someone who has left them, and that they want that person to hate them, because at least if they hate them, that means that they have thought about them in some way, even if it's negatively, because they'd rather be remembered negatively than to have been forgotten altogether. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy.